Hail!
What happened here?
Something killed the villagers' cattle.
You think it was wolves?
That's what I think. But some of the locals got it into their heads that demons or some other hellish beasts are to blame. Just so you're aware, there's an abandoned mine not far from here where miners supposedly dug so deep they struck a gate to hell.
Wait, you mean a real gate to hell? Like fire and brimstone? A stench?
The locals believe it. In fact, they even started the custom of bringing offerings in hopes of pacifying hell and keeping the devils below ground.
Did it work?
How could it possibly work? The whole lot of it's a fabrication. And what makes it even more tragic is that it was the former priest, Father Richard's notion. Can you believe it? A priest coming up with such heresy. I simply won't allow it.
What about the priest before you? He's not around anymore?
No, he's not. Old Father Richard passed on, and now I serve here in his place. I pray that the good Lord welcomed him to his bosom, despite all the heresy he committed here.
Is there really a pit to hell in the mine? What does it look like?
It's just a normal mine gallery. At least it was, until a cave-in happened a few years back. Sadly, a lot of local miners died that day. The mine was closed immediately after. Some say it was because of the cave-in, others because the vein ran dry. But the locals are convinced it's because a gate to hell opened there. Just a lot of gossip.
How can I help you?
I can only think of one way, and that's to go directly to the mine and uncover the truth behind these stories.
You want me to go to the pit of hell?
Don't tell me you put stock in those old wives' tales. But because the locals do, you'll have to go to the mine the same way they did, with a bit of food as an offering. You'll place it there, just as they did, and wait for something to happen. Meanwhile, I'll go to the nearby tavern, find a few brave fellows, and we'll scour the area. Then, we'll all meet up by the mine. What do you say?
Sounds like a job for me.
Here, take some food as an offering. And when no devils show up, you can eat it yourself. I'll go and gather the men, and as soon as we're all ready, we'll meet you at the mine.
And where can I find this mine?
You go west from the village, past the old mine buildings, until you reach one that's collapsed. The mine entrance is next to it. God be with you. Till we meet again.
Ka! does smell like hell here. Might there be some truth to the stories?
Oh, Jesus. What a diabolical stink. Ugh. All right then. Let's see if we can't lure the devil out.
What the... Where am I? And where did all my things go? Jesus, what the fuck is going on here?
Benedict Deus, Gloria Patri. Amici diaboli, libera los domini!
What's this? Did the knight write this? The pit to hell, and that knight is guarding it.
the shield of God, demon. I am Taras.
Vade Satana, Inventor et Magister omnes fallatiae, hostes humanae salutus. Here I am.
It's still alive? How is it still alive?
Ugh, Jesus. His helmet's completely stuck. I can't get it off. More entries. Also written by the knight? Christ. He went completely mad. This looks like some kind of contract. It must be important if he locked it away. The knight's been guarding this place against demons. It's written here that someone is supposed to come and take his place. But who? Everything's here. All right. Even more entries. My God. How long has he been here?
Can you see Abra? So you live, demon. Not much longer.
Stop, Taras! I'm here to take your place, under the terms of your contract with Father Richard. I'm your replacement.
What?
Oh, you're here to relieve me?
You've come to battle hell in my place?
I just need to know more.
I'm the one who guards the pit of hell. The final shield between it and the world above. My watch is over, now that you're here.
How long have you been guarding this mine?
A long time. For many more winters than was agreed. He betrayed me! 5 years? Or was it 4? Time passes so strangely in the dark. You'll see that for yourself.
What led you to accept such a task?
I committed terrible deeds. So terrible my soul would surely sink down to hell. Standing up against hell was the only way to cleanse myself. The priest promised me as much. Father Richard from Old Kutna.
I think I get it now.
But I still need your oath. Have you come to relieve me?
Yes. My name is Henry of Skalitz, and I've come to take your burden upon myself. Exactly as it's written in the contract. Let's formalize our agreement outside, under the open heavens. Under the eye of God.
Oh, you're right. We'll handle everything under his gaze. Let's go out. You first, Henry of Skalitz. Up the ladder. Until the oath is made, I can't leave you down here alone with the pit of hell.
All right. Let's not get hasty now. I can explain everything.
Lord have mercy.
What's going on here?
That's it! That's the beast!
Henry, who is that?
Don't speak to him! He's in league with that demon!
No! You've got it all wrong. I went into the mine as we agreed, and it's there that I ran into Sir Taras here. Sir Taras signed a contract with Father Richard. He was meant to guard the gateway to hell and receive regular supplies from the locals in return. He had me confused with a demon. But we managed to clear everything up in the end. I've got the contract here. See for yourself.
A contract? Well, I was sure all of this was mere heathen idolatry.
Father Richard never said nothing about a contract to no one. All he said was to provide food to keep the pit of hell quiet.
Maybe Father Richard feared you wouldn't listen otherwise. None of this, however, rights the wrongs committed by Sir Terrace. Or are you looking to pardon him for slaying the cattle?
I have no need for pardons from you. I've spent years in the dark protecting you, ingrates. Meanwhile, you lot broke the promise and forgot about me. You'll pay for that!
Everyone calm down. The only crime committed here is ignorance. Apart from Father Richard and Sir Taras, no one knew of the contract. And when Father Richard died, Sir Taras was left on his own with his oath. He was kept alive by nothing but superstition and the offerings you brought to pacify hell. And when the offerings stopped, Sir Taras thought you betrayed him. And so he sought his revenge.
I had no idea.
Like I said, only ignorance is to blame. But now everything has been explained. So there's no reason to seek revenge or continue your investigation.
I won't settle for that. Fall to your knees and beg for forgiveness! I want to hear it with my own ears. You owe me that much for all the years I spent down there.
An apology after you slaughtered our cattle.
Quiet, Vladimir. Sir Taras is right. He deserves our apology. Sir Taras, on behalf of the entire village, we ask for your forgiveness and thank you for the sacrifice you made for us. Your services are no longer needed. I'll have the mine filled in, and you'll receive all that you require. A horse, food, and supplies for the road.
So, I'm finally free? I fulfilled my oath and cleansed my soul before the eyes of God?
It's true, Sir Taras. Your sins have been washed away by your service.
Oh, thank you!
And as for you, Henry, you did even more than I asked. You've earned your reward 10 times over. Take this and go with our thanks.
And my thanks too, lad.
My pleasure, friends. I don't think anyone's ever going to believe this story. All right. Let's not get hasty now. I can explain everything.
Lord have mercy.
What's going on here?
That's it! That's the beast!
Henry, who is that?
Don't speak to him! He's in league with that demon!
No! You've got it all wrong. I went into the mine as we agreed, and it's there that I ran into Sir Taras here. Sir Taras signed a contract with Father Richard. He was meant to guard the gateway to hell and receive regular supplies from the locals in return. He had me confused with a demon. But we managed to clear everything up in the end. I've got the contract here. See for yourself.
A contract? Well, I was sure all of this was mere heathen idolatry.
Father Richard never said nothing about a contract to no one. All he said was to provide food to keep the pit of hell quiet.
Maybe Father Richard feared you wouldn't listen otherwise. None of this, however, rights the wrongs committed by Sir Taras. Or are you looking to pardon him for slaying the cattle?
I have no need for pardons from you. I've spent years in the dark protecting you, ingrates. Meanwhile, you lot broke the promise and forgot about me. You'll pay for that!
There's only one way to resolve this matter, and that's with a sword in hand.
Are you with me, Henry? We'll kill the whole lot! God will forgive us, for justice is on our side!
I'm with you, Taras.
At the men!
I'm gonna bash your face in!
Go at him from the right! Come on then!
Got him!
You're no match for us, fucker.
Show your stuff! Nice hit!
You wanna try me?
You haven't the slightest
Bleeding. Fight him up.
do it!
True blood. Yeah.
Ain't enough yet. Guy. Useless.
Nice strike.
What do you want?
Bash him on the head.
You haven't the slightest chance against Taras. You won't get away with that stuff. Take that. Your end is near. You won't last much longer. Your end is near. Go fuck yourself.
I've been waiting for you.
Ah! Useless. Take that! You won't be able to take another one like that.